everybody. Going back some more Ac1. Bro,
Altair,
a little bit.
what brings you back so soon?
I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large, and many men call him master, but he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Fast forward in memory to a more recent one.
I want to spice it up and split between the two cases. I'm gonna give you 2 videos for Ac1 and about doing things. I'm gonna go deeper forward to the city to go ahead and get to this, which is not surprising, but I don't want to have the entire video to be that, especially within the timing. But besides that, see about some things. Now, for the information I got listening and taking in from the things I did in LTU's hunt for information, was I'm meeting some dude that's in this Bear Council of possibly Templars beyond just the run of different people that we're killing right now in hopes for stuff, right? And tied with the fact that in the stand for going against these people, this man is aligned with in these different breed of Templar Knights. Seems to be some squire like form dude that has information and is aligned with this bigger form dude. I don't know, because in the deeper area you're gonna we see the general black Aka Knights, but then when you look more closely about the others, you're gonna see that we got some roulette looking knights in this bigger like high-end area. And these guards got better form look. And I'm gonna give you a few, like this dude right here has a whole demonstrative different look from the other stances of people. And so in comparison to these, very similar stances to look in comparison. I feel like captains seem like the fools for the road to these things. I see what you gotta do. You gotta lean in. You can't just let it out. Constitutional mix of the Clarkin.
When you did, stranger, I see what that my husband is of your bravery.
Cool hair.
Who's responsible for this?
Switch up to assassination, but yeah, that's who we're going after. This high-end dude is roulette that kind of has a squire to lower stance to the field in comparison to whoever's the bigger form dog to these different kind of knights. Just being said, so we're getting very close, yeah. So we got the big meeting over here. So I got the start of Shrek 2, yo. The very run of knights.
3,000 souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners, used to barter for the release of our men. The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain.
But that dude with half a case of that hair, god damn.
A great favor indeed.
The other side of his wall, the two look like fucking eyebrows to butt cheek hairs.
I know our enemy well.
He got the opposite of that one dude about the mama, don't worry, you raised gangster, I'm a survivor stage right now. Got 2 cut piece of hair in the mix of background to split and in the same time got 2 points of being technically good, but in the back being so bad. You got the McDonald's hair on
Your words are most unkind to my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are as regent, sit to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required?
Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point. This is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you,
This would
I've
kill
a war
this
to
man
fight.
higher form because this
We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace. I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World. Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me.
We have a whole army going into our whole fort. I see a way to get in. Do it. Hope you guys having a great day. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it be. It's an afternoon for me. Can't say it, shoot. Okay. Top. Left. Cool. Alright, come up.
Before I make you.
Far wide to the city. Get to where I need to be. Fucking shit. Go down more. So far. Can you please go on the pole? Jesus. It's like a big overall city, but it's like a military base. Can my character jump on the pole? Pause.
This is actually quite amusing. What was that you called us before, eh,
Also in the taking of the information was the fact that obviously my mountaineer kills strongly by the code of the assassins a little bit more now, right? And I understand that obviously we are assassins, we are killing, and as a Christian man in the general bounds of moral means, killing to earn the capability.
He knows nothing.
He's wrong! Peace! Hold your tongue! Aye, he speaks falsely, but his words are not without some merit. To these grounds, it is easy to find fault, to see imperfection. I fear we have grown slack and
Leave this place.
Take your life. Where the pussy go, bro? Shit, man. Big stack. Pussy. Ah!
You'll never get away.
Somebody throw something. Throw something. Ah! Yes! I did it. I matched these niggas. Fuck is you talking about?
What do you know?
10 minutes saying big love.
I know that you are going to murder Richard
Callaway,
and claim
clean
Alpha for your
fade,
son
bro.
Conrad.
Conrad, my son is an ass, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom.
I just see your hair
Richard,
go like that.
the
bro.
Oncino is no better.
He's
Blinded
got
as
football
he is
in
by
the back,
faith
bro, like-
in the insubstantial. Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
There's like a stitch.
We'll
probably
see how
like a
sweet they are, the
purpose
fruits
for
of
it.
your labors.
But it's just
You do
crude
not
in
free
the
the
grand
cities as you
because of
believe,
how you
but
do
rather
doing
damn
it
them.
and wrenching on
In
their
the end,
necks in the same
you'll have
sense.
only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
It's a great stand for how I do things. I was gonna go and talk a little bit more on the place for where my character stands in between the fine lines. Fuck out of this city. Oh, you can't be serious. The door's locked. I did not think I was gonna die from that. I thought I was gonna fall when I was. Okay, well that's a
Use
first
the
bad.
scholars you have rescued
Then
to
I might
pass
start
on
the whole fucking mission over again. I'm hoping not. No place from this part where I should be. Can you run? Can you run? Oh, come on. I'm supposed to start throwing rocks at him. Yeah, this is just GG's. Bro, nigga, come on, bro. size of these. Come on, like.
Put you down.
Start full throwing rocks. This city's huge. Johnny Ghost right now. Damn. Look at that. Surrounding me, so I'm just feeling on the hit part, kind of, but it's just like I can't move around. Oh, and it's gonna get worse. So look at this. I'm in the back streets, bro. Hey. Why? How? I was so close to the entrance, bro. You just had to be a dick rider. Had to be a dick rider. Thank you. Now they got cameras for that. But in the case of this base, it seemed like this man was seeing through a fucking camera, waiting on that.
What news? William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Ac1 from his hands.
But why now, when the Crusaders require unity most? Could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Ac1 for comrade, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces venom.
I should discuss this with Ac1.
Yes, my friend.
But I feel like
Make
deeper
haste
to
for
the
Ac1.
plot, trying to get a full
I am sure
live
he is
with
eager
it.
for news.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Yes. I'm not, but the thing is, like, I did a chore. I cleaned up my room.
Should you fall while climbing?
I cleaned up my room. You can check right now. I did stuff on the list. I cleaned my room. I literally cleaned my room and I emptied my stuff. What are you talking about?
Come on.
You can check right now. You can see that I did something.
I've done as you've asked.
I mean, I'm in the middle of recording, like you saying this now, like
I sense
I don't even know what to say. Like y'all, if y'all don't get this full recording,
Each man I've sent to
I'm gonna be able to
kill
explain
scripted
your
words to
point.
me.
But
Each
my
time
mom
I
mad at
come to
me
ask
about
for answers.
chores. When if you
Each
saw
time
my
give only
room, and you
the
saw
little
anything I
things,
did, I
but
did
no
it.
more. Who are you?
I literally did chores. You can check right
That's the
now.
killing. If you want it to continue, you'll speak straight with me for once.
Tread carefully, boy. I do not like your tone.
And I do not like your deception.
I have offered you a chance to restore your lost honor.
Not lost. Taken. By you. And then you sent me to fetch it again like some damn dog.
It seems I'll need to find another. A shame. You showed great potential.
I think if you had another, you'd have sent him long ago. You said the answer to my question would arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I will not ask. I demand you tell me what binds these men.
What you say is true. These men are
reasonably, I need
by
to
a
go
blood
ahead
oath
and
like
humble
our
and
own.
restore my stuff.
Who are they?
But instead, you're like,
No
why you
lords,
keep having
dominate,
me wander
no
off all
lords.
these lands and pull
Templars.
all these like cool
Now
assassinations
you
with
see
strong
the true
purpose
meaning
and
of
lies.
Robert de Sade.
All of these men, leaders of cities, commanders of armies.
All pledge allegiance to his cause.
Their works are not meant to be viewed on their own, are they? But as a whole, what do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves.
What of Richard? Salahuddin?
Any who oppose the Templars will be destroyed. Be assured they have the means to accomplish it.
Then they must be stopped.
That is why we do our work, Altair. To ensure a future free of such things.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
That you might pierce the veil yourself. Like any task, knowledge precedes action. Information learned is more valuable than information given. Besides, your recent behavior had not inspired much confidence.
I see.
Altair, your mission has not changed. Merely the context within which you perceive it.
And armed with this knowledge, I might better understand those Templars that remain.
Is there anything else you want to know?
What about the treasure Malik retrieved from Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to have it back.
In time, Altair.
This man, I know already is lying to me because again, he's kind of the Templar underneath.
So too will the nature of their treasure. For now, take comfort in the fact that it is not in their hands, but ours.
If this is your desire.
It is. You are restored another rank. Take back your weapon. Use it to bring honor to the Brotherhood. Altair, before you go...
Yes?
How did you know I wouldn't kill you?
Truth be told, Master, I didn't. I took a leap of faith.
Nice. Cool things. Alright. Well, before I go in this video, do some more chores so that my mom doesn't blow a gasket. I want to go and talk about a moral purpose in mind, because I understand the stand for why the assassins do what they do. Since this game and every other game I played beforehand, they stand for a code that insists that they go and kill. And murdering as a Christian is not okay by any precaution. I understand in the midst of battle, in the midst of conflict, in the midst of hard case stuff, death has to come, and there's people definitely by all credence, and the Lord knows reasonably deserves to die. And I don't think stinging all these people that are assassins that we played and that we've seen or by staying evil people. But there's a gray line of, okay, yeah, I do got some stasis of goodness, but I do run around killing, and not every person, by definition, maybe deserve fully to be killed. As this man Altair kills people who didn't fully know, and then before him, when I'm getting information on these people that I be bucking and interrogating, I kill them because obviously I can't know what is, can't them lingering, can't have snakes lingering and passing around poison in people's mouths each time, right? But in the plane of these different poison, is it truly poison because it leaks into ear and doesn't fully beam a stasis of negative effect in this stasis analogy? Or is it only a calling for that because they a snake and that corresponds a way to go ahead and bend around the general law of the assassin status means just to kill? Because it's considerable, because they harvest all this stuff, they spout lies, they bend people around with enough faith, sense, and money, and harbor people for the selfish means, but does killing necessarily have a stand of actual goodness in the end? Because these people, again, like I said, to reiterate, are not necessarily at a place to die, but again, back to my sense of thing to rescind my statement, the point in hand, just because they are a snake and they linger around, they might trickle poison in the ear, doesn't necessarily mean by definition they deserve to die, but is it really a form of needing to die because being a poison, maybe trickling poison, and in that case being a way to bend around the general law form of killing? Because not every time by definition, because they are bad, they didn't necessarily need to reach the point of killing. And this is all the way in dark times, is the Middle Ages, this is the 12th century, 1151, correct me if I'm wrong, 1191, I think possibly by the 6th of the time, possibly in the counting, but in the counting of these crusades and these bigger form things, a lot of shit needs to be taken into play for things to happen. So in that plane of thinking, I think all around there's some reasonable place to adjust, but I think there's a lot of gray casing in this same sense, because in the same sense of all these bounds, there's a press to really kill these people that are indirectly evil, like the man that was powerful and lustful, like in the last episode of AC. And then in place of all them things to other people, to stitch it like a gray count of like all these different things that, yeah, are OD and out of pocket to assert goodness into play, but are they really strikingly bad to then dispatch them to God, what is being said? And then there's a place of, okay, my man is now redeeming, so he's recuperating this man's better being by lying and taking and having a strong purpose for why he does what he does as a mentor in the form of Ac1. And then you have someone like my man Altier, who was arrogant, ignorant, was being a disservice to his brothers, got his brother's fucking left arm chopped off because of his fucking idiocy. But in the counting of that, do I necessarily need to crutch of that when, again, I ran around doing that hypocrisy, and again, I'm redeeming myself, I'm repulsing that goodness, and Ac1 is trying to recuperate all the better means of betterness for the sake of his people in regard of Maziaf and the play involving the assassins. But what stronger gauge of goodness comes from all of this? What is the conclusion? What is going to be the overarching purpose and gain of it? And I think that's the crucium of the whole assassin boy of different things in correspondence with the overarching purpose and push in the end, because the assassin and Templar ideals are psychological twists in the plane of the discussion between what overarchingly is a better purpose and push in the end. I feel like it's a very defined form of storytelling, and this is one of Uso's most peak stages of creations, and I think it's a very interesting thing because life is very gray in the grand scope, you know what I'm saying? It isn't plain yin and yang, there's always a spice of that gray foundation with things, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a direct comparison within the same sense of war and other form of matters and things like that. And y'all know me possibly from the account of what I said. I do strongly stand in the form of the assassin form different plan belief. I can understand the Templar, especially better showcase from AC Rogue, even though that's a kind of one-sided splice in the pan in comparison to all the out-of-pocketsy Templars do. And there's a lot of pros and cons with the assassin, but assassins have shown a lot more predominant form of good than the Splurgicon, and Templars have been wreaking a great deal of con in the grand scope. Now, granted, this is because of the people and because we're existing in the Crusades time, where the Crusades, I feel like, morally, partially, is more in the plane of being defined in the perspective of them to push for things, and it's just showing more being a run of different case of things, the Crusaders, and the case of the people, in between these different planes of these different times, and then stitch with someone like the Leper King, who had a lot of strong foundation and purpose and ideals, and then you stick the same form of mindset with, you know, Muslims and Islam, and a gray plane of one of them in the form of their occasions where they had to be slaughtered or killed, or whatever. It's a big mixed ground of love and passion to explore on the same sense of history grounds, and then you got to really try to strongly analyze and critically debate on the purpose in hand. I feel like it's a two-way stretch in the middle ground between the stand of trying to further expand your purpose of belief, but then doing striking things in the grand scheme that have to be done in the built of moving civilization and technical stasis of religion, but rottens the core stand of belief and what a form of true holy gain is, and one that protects and pursues a plane of better grace in the land that they have, in the lands that they had before, but strikes new means of evil in the close of all of this evil. And then the grace span is like two different form beliefs that are counterintuitive to each other, have to be integrated together, so much wrecking of nothing but sadness, chaos, and unfortunate stasis of bloodlust. But in that stasis of all these corresponding things, there's still a shine of a little glimpse of like there's a plane of equalism, and you have to have people like the assassins in the midst of all the run of a conflict that have to shed a little bit of light and the greater essence of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little bit of rant from me. I'm recording for 31 minutes right now. Not bad. I kind of could go a little bit more, and I could have went on while saying all that, but that's just me though. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Just a little bit of talking from me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out, mommy. Love y'all.